Hi, my name's Tim Burnett. This is this past weekly community update. It's the 25th of June. I hope you're all safe and well. In this week's session, we'll be talking about on-demand test centres, military coups and COVID with Sue Palmer, our test centre network manager. We've got updates, information about an upcoming webinar on the 6th of July, which is about healthcare and medical qualifications. We've also got news about feature enhancement within Surpass for Tag Groups. And along with that, we've got community news, events, jobs, and information. So I'll see you all in 10 seconds. Hello and welcome to the Surpass Community Weekly Update. It's the 25th of June. My name is Tim Burnett. I hope you're all safe and well. This is going to be the last of our community updates. We're going to take a bit of a summer break, and then another member of the team will be back in the new year. Now, just as we've been reminding you about the upcoming Surpass conference. That's the 4th to the 8th of October. Still some plans underway on that, so we'll let you know how that will work. It will be virtual. It would be great if we could get together, but I just don't think October is going to be quite ready for that. But if you do want to get together before that, we've got a webinar coming up on the 6th of July. For those that have been attending our webinars recently, we've been doing them with the AirMeet platform, so you can network and sit down at tables and virtual tables and talk with each other. Here's just a brief clip that Ben's put together in the team just to tell you a bit more information about what's coming in the webinar.
Hi, I'm Dr. Isfa Ali Farzan. I work as Director of Assessment and Lead Psychometrician at National Board for Certified Counselors. We offer 8 examination programs to more than 50,000 counselors and related professionals. Here, I'm talking about new format of a flagship program which we are launching for item writing with Surpass. And we will be talking more about that in the healthcare panel we will have at Surpass on 6th of July. See you there.
Thank you, Isba. That's brilliant. So if you want more information, you want to register and sign up for that, then go to surpass.com/sign up. Of course, we have plenty of other webinars that we've been doing. We had the release webinar very recently. So if you do want more information about that, and we also did an item banking one back in May, I think it was. So if you want to join those, watch those playback, then go to surpass.com/webinars. Next up, I was in conversation earlier this week with Sue Palmer. Now, Sue is our test centre network manager. Sue joined us earlier in this year, really. Well, actually, mid-pandemic last year. It was a strange time for her to join, but she's absolutely come on leaps and bounds in terms of knowledge and information. And you'll find in this clip, she's actually turned into a bit of a kind of political and international affairs manager as well. So here's me chatting with Sue earlier this week. Hi, Sue. Thanks for joining me.
Hi, Tim.
Are you well? Are you all...
Very well, thank you. How are you?
Not too bad. I can see the map there with more pins than I remember last time I was in the office. It's grown all the time.
We had a rejig, but we keep working on it. It's a constant moving map.
It is. It's awesome, that. So very briefly, we're going to talk about later on, just in a second, about piloting a new on-demand test centre service. But first of all, just tell me a bit more about what's going on in the world at the moment. How are things with COVID at the moment?
I mean, I think particularly from a UK perspective, locally we're in a really good place. Obviously, the kind of final restrictions have been delayed by a month, and we're all kind of really aware of that. But the test centres that we have are implementing all of the things they need to in terms of social distancing, PPE, sanitisation, and track and trace. And you know, we've held thousands and thousands of exams over the past couple of months, and you know they've all gone really well, been really successful, and you know everyone's been really happy with everything. So I think from a UK perspective, we're in quite a good place. We kind of know what's coming, and it's just working out how that looks in terms of the actual operational side of things. Rest of the world, Obviously, it's sort of a different picture, dependent
It must
on how
vary
things
quite
are
a bit.
going. Yeah, hugely. Like some places are fine, and some places have, different governmental restrictions compared to the UK for the same sort of situation. Yet some are much more restrictive. We have some centres that require an actual negative PCR test for candidates to sit there. We also have some centres that unfortunately haven't been able to run exams, particularly in India, over the past couple of months because of the situation there, just to keep everybody safe. We've also had things that aren't COVID related, like military coups, that obviously have such an impact on not just at the test centre, but the travel. And, we just want to make sure that everyone's in a position where they can safely get to a centre and sit their exam. And if there's anything that disrupts that, we then have to work out our best position and best port of call for exams for that reason.
So you're becoming more and more of an expert of international policy and
yeah, I think so.
politics.
And we kind of keep an eye on like government websites and things like that. But we do tend to get quite a lot of information from our centres and from our suppliers and stuff, because they will, they'll have that local knowledge that we can't get from looking at a website. So that's always really useful.
Excellent. And kind of in terms of the customer base at the moment, then how has that grown then since this time last year?
So we've kind of doubled our customer base since this time last year, and I think to be fair, online invigilation has had an impact on that, because customers have come in using online invigilation, and now they know that they have the test centre network as an option, and it's brilliant. We've had one customer join around October, November last year, so we're getting into the swing of things with their exams, and we've had a new one as well just start a pilot with us the past couple of weeks. So and they're completely different sort of exam profiles. They're so different to what we were predominantly used to before. So we're really excited, and we're kind of building things and working with our network to provide different services now.
Yeah. So very flexible. And do you think in that proctoring side of things, and online proctoring, do you see that some organisations will be using a mixture of both as a kind of hybrid?
Yeah, definitely. And it's for a multitude of reasons. A lot of it is kind of accessibility, particularly internationally. Some candidates sometimes have to fly to get to a test centre to take their exam. So having online invigilation is a real asset in that respect. And also for, if there's candidates who prefer to sit at home as well, and just having that preference of a comfortable environment that they know really well. And I think having that as an option for candidates has been really well received.
Yeah, and there's going to be candidates who are at home and don't have a comfortable environment and want to take in a
it kind of works both ways. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And if they struggle with Wi-Fi or technology or anything like that, like a test centre is the perfect solution, because they don't have to worry. That's what the test centres are there to do, to make sure that works well and offer support if there are any issues.
Yeah, everyone has different stresses in an exam situation, so you're able to pick the best one for you. In terms of, so it's not just Surpass. We've had a customer come on board who wants to use the network, but they have their own technology.
So they really wanted to use our network. They like the fact that we have a really good relationship with all of our centres, and wanted to utilise that, but they don't use Surpass as their software. So we went through a huge training program, both with ourselves and our initial kind of team within BTL, and also then extending that out to our network. And we hosted about 9,000 exams on this software a couple of weeks ago, really successfully. So it was really interesting time for us, but really exciting to know that we can do it, and we can be that support to a client who maybe doesn't use Surpass but wants a really robust network with loads of options.
Excellent. That's good to know. That's brilliant. And so onto the pilot and the on-demand. Obviously, that's a new kind of area, because it's always been, I suppose, always pre-book based.
Basically session based, where it's on a certain day at a certain time for a certain number of candidates. So having something that's on demand, where we're working really closely with centres to get availability that suits both the centre and the candidate, has been really interesting actually, and it's really exciting that it's picked up so quickly. We're having loads and loads of requests through. And the few exams that we've managed to actually host so far have gone really smoothly, so we're really excited by it, and hope it is a successful pilot and we can roll it out to more clients and more business.
I suppose the only difference really is just the lead time and capacity side of things, which is all
Yeah, exactly.
your
And it's
area, isn't it?
interchangeable. Yeah. So
Yeah.
if there's, we might have centres that have other exams or training on at the same time.
Yeah.
And it's just making sure that you're not, you're disrupting candidates as little as possible, but managing to get them in and sit the exams that they really need to be able to pass the course that they're on.
Brilliant. Well, fantastic. That's all fantastic news. I hope you all, it all continues to go so well. And
Yeah.
I think you've got some interesting months coming up, haven't
Yeah,
you?
definitely. But our team's growing, so we're getting the extra support to kind of manage all of the new things that are coming in and stuff. So that's really exciting as well.
Excellent. I think you got some new starters in today, haven't you?
Yeah, a couple. Yeah, a couple of new starters. So they're settling in, which is nice.
Excellent, excellent. Well, good luck. Keep that map up
Thank
to
you.
date, and
Will do.
we'll take care, and we'll see you soon. Thanks, Sue.
Thanks, Tim. Thanks. Bye.
Bye bye. Thanks for that, Sue. Loads of really quite interesting information there. If you do want to know more about using our test centre network, then please do reach out. You can contact myself or go to marketing@surpass.com, and we'll be able to help you with that. Or even if you are a test centre yourself and you want to be part of what is one of the fastest growing networks across the world, then please do contact us as well. We're always looking for new centres. Next up, we're going to be talking about feature enhancements. So we did a webinar a few weeks ago, the pre-release for 12.26, I think it is, tag groups. Here is a short clip from that webinar with Ashley and Kat talking about tag groups and how they work.
We've also increased the tag group limit for subjects as well in Surpass to 150. So in turn, this also increases the number of tags you can have in a subject for your items. So I'd like to show you another demonstration of how tag groups work to help us understand this feature a little better. So I'm going to show you about this new feature for tag groups in 12.26. In 12.26, we've increased the number of tag groups permitted within an instance of Surpass to 150. Which is a lot. So that is the feature. We've increased the number, but I'm going to show you and demonstrate some areas of Surpass where that increased limit will affect you as a user. So the first place I'm showing you is the setup area in the subject screen, and I've selected a subject. It's bottom right hand side here. This is where you can manage your tag groups for that subject. I've got 3 tag groups already: learning outcomes, units and keywords, and these are the tag groups that you get by default with every new instance of Surpass. And I can edit these by selecting the pencil. That will open up and let me add tag values here. So those are default tag groups, but of course you can add 147 more than this, and to do that you just select here, create tag group. The only section that is mandatory is this name. You've got to give your tag group a name. So for this example, I'm just going to call it test form code. There are some tag level settings here which determine how item authors can interact with these tags. There are also some other settings up here, and I'll talk more about text and numeric in a second. Once you've got your group name, you can add tag values below like this. So you just work on one tag at a time and keep adding here. So let me just create this tag group. I'll be adding values in a moment. I'm going to add another tag group just to show you the different kinds of groups you can create. So the tag group I just created, the test form code, was a text version, so I could enter letters into those tag values. This next group I'm going to call p-value, which will allow authors to add the difficulty rating for that item and item authoring as a tag. However, p-values aren't in a text form, they're in numerical form. So for this example, I'm going to select numeric, and it's totally changed the way this dialog works. I now have to pick what type of value I would like the authors to insert. I'm going to make this a range, and I'm going to allow decimal places because that's what they need to use, and I'm going to allow authors to use a range between 0.1 to 0.9. So in this way, I'm creating a numerical tag group where the item author is able to enter a number between 0.1 and 0.9 as a numerical tag. So let me just create this tag group here. So we're really starting to build up our tag groups here, and it's just a case of selecting this and adding to the tag group section. Now, I haven't got any values in as such. To add values, I just need to press the pencil and type them in. However, if you have rather a lot of tag values, one easier way to do this work is by importing tags. So to do that, you just select here and then upload an XLS file to quickly import all of your tag values against these tag groups. You just select this download sample XLS. That will give you the spreadsheet format you need to fill in. I selected that earlier, so it looks something like this. When you open it for the first time, it should take you to Help and Guidelines worksheet. So there are two worksheets to this spreadsheet, and this just gives you some information to say that basically you need to add the tag group name into the column title, and then all of the values can be listed below. You need to do that work in this item list worksheet. This is what is used to import into Surpass. So as you can see here, we have the 3 default tag groups, and you can enter your tag values below like these examples have shown. In fact, I've got an example spreadsheet to show you. So we've got the 3 tag groups here. I haven't entered any under the keywords, but I have entered some under learning outcomes and units. I've also entered some into an extra column, as we've just created another tag group called test form code. So I'm just going to save that and then jump back to Surpass and browse just so I can show you how this import functionality works. Okay, so that's been successful. If it hadn't been successful, I would be able to view the report and do some troubleshooting to fix the spreadsheet, but it is quite simple. You just need to list the values beneath each column header. And now we can see that within the brackets it's showing us the number of values in each group. The last thing I'm going to show you in this screen is what kind of item bank analysis you can do using these tags. I'm just going to jump to this subject to show you a good example. So this subject has 2 tags, English Grade 2, English Grade 3, and in this orange kind of oval shape, it's counting up the total number of items with which are tagged by this value. Now, this is what I'm talking about, the start of item bank analysis. If I was working at an organisation which delivered English papers in these 2 grades, and I needed at least 20 items within each grade in order to build a test form, I would be able to come into here and say, okay, there are only 5 items so far tagged with each of these values. So there's another 15 of each items that need to be created. So that's one way in how tag values can be helpful to start off that item bank analysis process.
Thank you very much for that, Ashley. So there's plenty more information available in that webinar. So if you want to go to surpass.com/webinars, Ashley can answer some questions about bulk update and uploading, etc. And there was the other features like workflows and end of test feedback as well, some enhancements to that. So please do check that out if you want more information. So let's talk about some of the upcoming events. So we've got the International E-Assessment Conference and Awards, which are on at the moment. There's 4 events in total. We've had 3 already. Next one, they're announcing the Research Award and also the Lifetime Contribution Award, which our very own Bob Gummersall won on the very first conference a few years ago. So if you want more information about that, it's free to attend. Go to e-assessment.com/conference. Then also don't forget the conference on test security COTS submission deadline is very soon for the 1st of July. So if you want to be part of that, please do get yourself submitting. EduFuturists Awards, we had a conversation last week with Dan Fitzpatrick from the EduFuturists. We're sponsoring the University of the Year Award. So it's going to be a really quite fascinating event. I don't know if you remember, Dan mentioned that they've got a chap called Josh, who works alongside Elon Musk for the setting up of the future school. So please do check that out. Also, events, just a reminder, we've got the 27th to 29th of September is the E-Assessment Association's virtual conference. Federation of Awarding Bodies Conference, which is going to take place on the 11th to the 12th of November. Now, I've been told that that's going to be in person, which is fantastic. Obviously, if restriction information changes, then that may affect it. ICE Exchange in November in America. I think that's Nashville, I think. 15th to the 18th of November as well. Also, interestingly, I heard about that one. It's going to be a one-way system through the exhibition hall. So be interesting to see how many other events take that up. If you want more information on those events, go to surpass.com/events. I'll have a quick look at community news and other insights and stuff that's going on elsewhere. So NCFE, we've been celebrating the National Thank a Teacher Day. That was on the 23rd of June. EduFuturists again with their awards there. So if you want more information, then please do check that out. NBCC, they're announcing their awards as well, and Silex have been doing an examination program, so week 2 of that, so they've gone live. EAL have been sharing some quite interesting videos about women in engineering, so I recommend checking those out. And if you're looking for a job, you're over Washington DC way, then Humbro are looking for a member of staff as well, so please do check out those. Now, thank you very much. This is going to be the last for a summer break, reminder, and also it's going to be the last one with me on it. I won't be doing these going forward because I'm leaving BTL, but thank you very much, everyone who's stayed with me, everyone who's watched it up to this point. Appreciate it. Also, just a quick shout out to 4 very shy students who are doing T-levels work placement with us, which are sat in the audience here. You can't see them, but hopefully they're enjoying this. Thank you very much. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and take care, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
The technology and services behind Surpass power the testing of many of the world's highest profile qualifications. Unique technology enables collaborative item authoring in banking, comprehensive test assembly, secure test delivery, and efficient grading and feedback of high-stakes paper, tablet, and computer-based testing, including automated one-click reporting solutions to assist you with item analysis. We can provide access to SME management services and trusted psychometricians, and our test delivery services team can help you get started with online proctoring or finding remote test centers. Or if you prefer, the advanced integration options and raw data extraction options in Surpass give you the freedom to choose your own external service providers. Trusted by international test publishers, certification, and awarding bodies, the Surpass platform is a globally hosted SaaS service with integration at its core. It is used to deliver millions of secure examinations every year in over 100 countries. In addition to a full range of standard question types, Surpass item authoring includes many innovative features which expand your testing capabilities, such as the spreadsheet question type, diagram creator tool, and the award-winning high-fidelity image viewer. When you use Surpass, you do so as part of a community of like-minded organizations. We constantly reinvest in the development of the Surpass platform with guidance and collaboration from Surpass community members. So, what else sets us apart from the competition? We provide multi-device delivery support from one platform. This is essential for making the most of the many testing scenarios and opportunities in this global market. We stand by our customers by providing excellent service and support, and above all, we are committed to continuously developing innovative features, helping the Surpass community lead the industry. We're confident that with Surpass powering your assessment, we can improve the examination experience for everyone. Get in touch with a member of the team today and discover how your assessment program could be powered by Surpass.